Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to begin our evening program. It's a privilege and a pleasure to welcome all of you to the important things you're doing across the street, the side meetings here, and of course to the headquarters of the Institute of International Education. We're celebrating our centennial this year, and it was important to mark the centennial with an activity related to the environment, sustainability, our colleagues at the United Nations, and the participating organizations that are all represented, and of course my good friend and mentor Joanna Newman and Rajika Bandari helped put this together, and I'm very grateful. It turns out that in its 100 years, one of the earliest grant programs that IIE has had was to send specialists in sustainable agriculture to countries after war and other devastations. I think we made the first grant to do this in 1922 or 1923. It was to help in the post-war reconstruction of Western Europe. By the 50s, we were doing it in the wake of World War II, and in some of our programs, we're still focused on that today because we have not solved the problem of what is sustainable and how you reconstruct societies torn apart. So we're glad to participate in this. You're going to hear from two very interesting speakers tonight, Aurélien Decamp from the Kedge Business School, who will give us all a test, a sustainable literacy test, but he won't release the grades until you've all gone home. But it's a great idea to help higher ed institutions sensitize their students to the role we have to play in the coming decades to assure that we can all live and breathe and eat on the same planet, because I don't think there are alternatives to this planet. And we'll also hear from Sam Barrett, who heads UN Environment and the UN Volunteers program based in Nairobi. We had a chance to catch up. I have a great interest in the UN Volunteers program because my cousin used to run it and always tried to get me to be a volunteer, and I always found a way not to be able to do it, and I deeply regret it still. So with that, let me introduce Sam and Aurélien, and thank Fiona and Joanna again for being here and organizing this.
Thank you, Alan. Can I just start by saying it's an honor to be here. Many of you who had the pleasure of being at the HESI event just earlier, I think there's a real momentum around this issue and this opportunity. And I think tonight we're going to see some of the most extraordinary examples of leadership on the planet. I mean, I had the privilege of shortlisting some of these awards with other partners in the room, and I think we can all say that we were really very, very impressed by what we saw. So first of all, I just want to say welcome to the International Green Gown Awards. It's a real pleasure to have everybody there, and also this will be broadcast to people. So for those watching this online, we're glad to have you here as well. So what I'd like to do is introduce our partners for this evening's awards. So if Joanna Newman from the Association of Commonwealth Universities could join us, and Georges Malamud from l'Agence Universitaire de la Francophonie, and also Dr. Alan Goodman from the Institute of International Education can join us as well. And I think Stephanie Mallow's here from IAU as well. If you could just step forward and join us, and for the benefit of those who understand French, Aurélien is going to step in now.
Bonsoir à tous, je vais être la partie française de la soirée. Bienvenue et à nouveau merci beaucoup à Alan, notre hôte, et à l'Institute of International Education de nous accueillir. Bienvenue à cette cérémonie des prix des International Green Gown Awards. Bienvenue à tous ceux qui sont ici présents, mais aussi à ceux qui regardent. Cette cérémonie est filmée pour tous ceux qui n'ont pas pu nous rejoindre. J'aimerais aussi vous présenter nos partenaires de cette soirée des International Green Gown Awards. Joanna Newman de l'Association des universités du Commonwealth, Georges Malamud de l'Agence universitaire de la francophonie, Dr. Alan Goodman de l'Institute of International Education et enfin Stéphanie Malo de l'Association internationale des universités.
Okay, so I think we're going to invite you to make a few words, if you may. So the floor is yours.
Thank you, merci. Moi, je suis le francophone de la soirée, pas le français, mais le francophone. Quelques mots rapides pour vous dire que l'Agence universitaire de la francophonie est heureuse de participer à cet événement pour la première fois, avec nos autres partenaires que sont les deux autres associations qui vont parler avec nous. Certains d'entre vous ont suivi les travaux d'aujourd'hui et ont vu que nous étions prêts à agir ensemble sur plein de domaines du développement durable. Je crois que c'est une grande première et c'est bien de pouvoir l'annoncer aujourd'hui. Juste quelques mots pour dire qu'à l'Agence universitaire de la francophonie et nos plus de 900 universités membres, nous avons quelques programmes phares pour mobiliser les universités autour des objectifs du développement durable. Par exemple, chaque année, nous organisons un colloque annuel sur un des thèmes des objectifs du développement durable. Cette année, ça sera sur la ville durable, le rôle des universités dans la ville. Sorry to speak in French, but okay, the others will speak in English. La ville durable, c'est aussi un problème intéressant pour l'université, la place de l'université dans la ville et le rôle qu'elle peut jouer pour plusieurs solutions. Et puis, nous avons lancé un grand programme cadre auquel nous vous invitons à participer, que nous appelons Actif, qui est agir ensemble pour l'innovation en francophonie autour des objectifs du développement durable, avec des ateliers, des workshops, des tests, des manières de développer des actions venues des universités. Voilà ce que j'avais à dire. Je passe la parole à je ne sais plus qui. Stéphanie.
Thank you, George. I don't know if you know what we are. We are the International Association of Universities. And same like the AUF, we also are a membership organization for members. We don't have as many members, like the AUF has 900 members. I'm not sure if you got that. We only have 650, but we are in 120 countries. And we are very happy to be here and to be part of this event and also to be here with our partners, ACU and AUF. Those of you who have just been to the HESI event maybe know that we have created this new partnership to support the Sustainable Development Goals and higher education, to bring them together, to exchange more on it. We are doing this at IEU. We are having a new project. We call it the Cluster Project, and it's about higher education and research for sustainable development, where we assigned 16 universities to lead one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The 17th is led by us, and we are bringing. Some of those members are here, actually, some of those universities, and we're very happy about that. And one of them is actually the University of the West Indies, which we share with the Association of Commonwealth Universities, because we're working all together on climate action, which is very important for universities today, especially given the climate crisis. And with that, I think I give over to Alex, or to Joanna, I'm not sure.
Thank you. I'm just actually going to be introducing Alex Wright, who's head of policy, and he's also head of an initiative on climate and sustainability, which is highly relevant, I think, to the work that all of you do in the audience. And it's always an absolute delight to be at an event that's celebrating the achievements of higher education. And as a judge on this, I had to say I was incredibly impressed with the range of entries, and it was actually really hard to choose. As Stephanie said, we are a unique new partnership of over 2,000 universities across 5 continents, and I think most of you here will be members of at least one of our networks, and I encourage you, if not, to join, because another challenge for you after tonight, apart from celebrating what's already been done, is being at the UN this week, where they're looking at SDG 4, realising how much we have to do, and that we'll only be able to do this together and in partnership, which was the really big message that we've all been taking from the last few days. So I wish you much joy with the awards tonight, but also the need to work really hard tomorrow. Thank you.
Thanks, Joanna. So just very quickly to add to that message, I've actually come here directly from a meeting of our Commonwealth Climate Resilience Network at the University of the West Indies. It's a network built around our universities most vulnerable to the effects of climate change: University of West Indies, University of the South Pacific, Fiji National University, networked with universities around the Commonwealth. And one of the things we've been working on in that network is the institutional resilience of universities themselves. So it's about outstanding institutional practice. So I'm delighted that we'll be recognising and celebrating just that tonight. And we also talked in that network about the importance of teaching and learning of universities to influence the behaviour of students and wider society, and the power of international networks and collaboration in taking that forward. And there's no better place to be discussing that than here at IIE. So I think that's all I have to say, and we wish everyone a lovely evening.
Okay, so now I think we're going to keep our pace up. So thank you very much to the panel. Thank you for that contribution. And also, again, thank you to our hosts. It's really great to be here at IIE. We're very grateful for you offering us this space this evening with this brilliant view of New York. And so now we want to really talk about the Green Gown Awards. And Fiona, who's very humbly sitting to the right, is the engine behind this work. And I think she's done a truly extraordinary job on organising not only this event, but also getting such a great group of applicants into this awards scheme. So all of the awards are aligned with the UN Sustainability Goals, and all the finalists have identified their top 4 goals that their applications deliver against. So this really is thinking about how is higher education delivering on the SDGs. And so it's aligned with the vision that we have at the HLPF. And I think what we're about to hear and see from others really is speaking about the agenda that we've been talking about across the road.
Merci Satya et merci Sam. Passons maintenant à l'annonce des lauréats des International Green Gown Awards. Nous sommes là grâce au travail très impressionnant de Fiona pour cette cérémonie. Nous remercions chaleureusement nos partenaires et notre hôte, l'Institute of International Education, pour la cérémonie de ce soir. Les International Green Gown Awards sont soutenus par le Programme des Nations Unies pour l'environnement et sont délivrés par IAUC. Ce n'est pas seulement une opportunité de célébrer l'innovation et les réalisations du secteur, mais c'est également l'occasion de valoriser le leadership mondial en matière de développement durable et l'importance de l'éducation pour un avenir durable. Les prix sont alignés sur les objectifs du développement durable des Nations Unies et les projets participent tout particulièrement à montrer l'impact de l'éducation sur une échelle globale.
Great. So I'm delighted to invite a special guest for the awards. Satya, if you're there, I can see you. If you don't mind just joining us, he is the Assistant Secretary General for the UN. He's the head of the New York Office for UN Environment, and he's also a colleague of mine. So Satya, if you don't mind just giving us a few words, that'd be great.
Donc, nous sommes ravis d'accueillir notre invité spécial, Satya. Merci d'être ici. Satya Tripathi, le secrétaire général adjoint des Nations Unies et chef du bureau de New York.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Fiona. And thank you, IIE, for hosting this great event. I have for long been skeptic of events because my considered belief had been that they achieved precious little other than getting people together. But that was 30, 40 years ago. I've revised my opinion since, and actually having attended the HESI event this afternoon, I would revise it even further, that this is amazing. The kind of people that the UN is able to bring together from across the planet around common ideas, common wisdom, common themes, common beliefs, and more importantly, common aspirations of what we want to see in our planet. So thank you all for being here today. And congratulations to the awardees. I know that it has been a tough selection process, so those of you that have received the awards should genuinely feel proud that you're competing among a very, very select group of institutions and individuals who all deserved the award in equal measure, but then only a few can be recognized. And in terms of the partnership, some of my takeaways today from the panel I was moderating is that this is a fantastic group of individuals and institutions. This is a group of individuals that are truly inspiring in every shape and form. Every time I look back, I was quoting you something about a car when they developed brakes. What exactly did it mean? I went back 30 years or 35 years to a professor who had mentioned that in a classroom. That's how long you carry these lessons and these learnings that you pick up along the way from your teachers, your professors, and that's so it's so defining in terms of what you do and what you are able to share with a young generation, which is stepping out of their comfort zones and wants to make a difference to the world. So your contribution is truly exemplary. So thank you for that. Once I say that, then I also have something to ask, because I'm saying a lot of nice things, so there are no free lunches. So what I would ask you is that HESI has, in my opinion, has the potential to do much more. And we are looking at possibilities of bringing together institutions that can have catalytic impact on the planet and the challenges the planet faces. We have been discussing among ourselves, among some of the members of HESI, institutions like the MIT and others, the possibility of partnering together to bring together the 350 million small and medium enterprises on the planet. Because at this time, everybody's focused on the big guys, the Pepsis, the Coke, the Nestle's, and the Mars, who are extremely important, but they are not it. The 350 million SMEs in most parts of the developing world are 98% of the carbon footprint. And they are too fragmented. There is very little incentive for them to change behavior unless you are in Europe or in some states of the United States where regulatory compliance requires you to have a different kind of behavior in terms of an enterprise, but in most parts of the world it isn't. So, and a lot could be remediated by education, by lending a helping hand, by walking that difficult path to sustainability with them, which could be a graduate student, which could be a professor, which could be an enterprise that has already changed behavior and wants to become a mentor. So I look forward to working with all of you at HESI to see how we can take this journey to a paradigm shift where we can engineer a system scale transformation on consumption and production across the planet. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Satya. Now on to announcing some winners. So that's why we're all here. So we've got 3 categories. The first is for benefiting society. The second is student engagement. The third is Sustainability Institution of the Year. So there are many great teams who are championing sustainability initiatives at their institutions, and the level of leadership, drive, and commitment demonstrated is truly outstanding, as many of us have commented this evening. So with so many fantastic projects, it's been really difficult to make a decision. Everyone, in many ways, has deserved to win. So the first thing we want to do is just thank everybody that applied for the hard work that you put into getting your great work seen by us on the panel. And we thank the judges as well, who had the arduous task over many calls to work out who merited winning the awards. So for each category, we'll first announce the names of the finalists, then the winners. For each category, we'll first announce the names of the finalists, then the highly commended, and then the winner. So if you are reading out an envelope, remember what I have said. And then the winner, who will come up, if they are here with us, we will then play a video showing what they've achieved. We have some of the representatives here, but sadly not everyone was able to make it, because New York is a long way away from many parts of the world. But we will have photos acknowledging their great work here. We also, Fiona has mentioned to me, are tweeting on this, and the hashtag, I think actually, no, it's not the hashtag, but it's at Green Gowns. So really feel free to share this as you feel inclined to. There'll be many people getting involved in this, and Fiona's already putting some of the stuff up there as we speak. So with that, I'm going to hand over to Aurélien just to translate into French, and then we'll get going.
Merci à Satya et nous allons passer maintenant à la cérémonie des remises des prix avec 3 catégories: impact positif sur la société, implication des étudiants, établissement responsable de l'année. Beaucoup d'équipes et d'individus ont porté les initiatives qui accélèrent l'intégration du développement durable dans les universités et dans leurs établissements. Avec autant de projets fantastiques à travers le monde, la tâche de choisir les gagnants était évidemment très difficile. Nous remercions chacun d'entre vous d'avoir partagé vos initiatives inspirantes et nous vous souhaitons le meilleur pour la suite de vos projets. Nous remercions également les membres du jury qui ont eu la lourde tâche de départager les lauréats. Et pour chaque catégorie, nous nous annoncerons d'abord le nom des finalistes, puis le nom des établissements ayant recueilli les félicitations du jury, le lauréat, et enfin nous visionnerons une vidéo du lauréat. Nous demanderons ensuite au lauréat ou à un représentant de monter sur scène pour recevoir le prix et nous immortaliserons ce moment avec quelques photos. N'hésitez pas à tweeter @GreenGowns, @Trophée Campus Responsable.
Thanks, Aurélien. Okay, so I'm going to announce who made the shortlist. So for the first category on benefiting society, we have 8 finalists. And they are, drum roll, the first is Daffodil International University of Bangladesh. Then we have the Grenoble École de Management from France. Then we have the Ivey Business School of Canada. Then we have the London College of Fashion, the University of Arts of London in the UK. Stockport Continuing Education Service, also in Britain. UCSI University in Malaysia. The Universidad Autónoma de Querétaro in Mexico, and then finally we have the Victoria University of Wellington in New Zealand. So to present the Benefiting Society Award, please welcome Alex Wright from the ACU.
Thank you very much. I've always wanted to do this. So the judges have awarded 3 highly commended. The first goes to Grenoble École de Management from France.
We have to do a photo.
The next highly commended award goes to Ivey Business School from Canada. Do you want another shot? The final highly commended award goes to UCSI University Malaysia. They're not here, unfortunately. There we go. Congratulations.
I've graduated, thank you.
And the winner of the Benefiting Society International Green Gown Award goes to the Victoria University of Wellington, New Zealand. And unfortunately, they can't be with us, but to accept their award, please can Linda Stevenson from ACTS come forward. Thank you.
I'm very pleased with that one. Thank you.
I have to shake hands up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, super. So now we'll watch a video from Victoria, the University of Wellington, just to hear why they won this award. So Fiona?
I signed up to the Victoria Plus program to be able to build my employability skills, build my CV, get more personal development through the workshops. Volunteering for the Victoria Plus program has really given me life skills. It's developed my communication, being able to communicate with different groups of people. So I currently volunteer at the Citizens Advice Bureau, where clients come in with their issues and I listen to them, give them some options, do the research on what their problem is and the best way that they can address that.
Volunteer Wellington has been working with the Victoria Plus program now since 2008. In the time that I've been at Volunteer Wellington, I've actually seen the huge impact that this program and its volunteers have made to our sector. We have students coming in volunteering, doing a variety of roles, planting trees, beach cleanups, fundraising, working on specific projects that may be going on in the community. To me, the Victoria Plus program is really setting us up for a future generation of community-minded people with a strong social conscience.
The Vic Plus program is about leadership, social responsibility and employability for our students, and was the first program of its kind in New Zealand. Now in its 11th year, the program connects the skills and knowledge of students with projects and volunteer work around the Wellington region. Hundreds of community groups have benefited from the time and expertise offered by our student volunteers, and the program continues to highlight the university's commitment to civic engagement and preparing our students for their future.
I think volunteering is really important. It gives back to the community. It's such a small amount of your time and you just make such a big impact on other people.
Okay, so congratulations to Victoria, the University of Wellington. And our next category is student engagement. So this year we have 12 finalists.
Félicitations à l'Université de Victoria à Wellington. Notre prochaine catégorie est l'implication des étudiants. Cette année, nous avons 12 finalistes. Bow Valley College from Canada, Cavendish University, Uganda, Centro Universitario Facens, Brésil, Enstib, Université de Lorraine en France, Glasgow Kelvin College, UK, Kenyatta University, Kenya, Neji University, Uganda, the Chiba University Student Committee for Environmental Management Systems, Japan, the Students' Union at UWE, UK, Universidad Nacional de Jujuy, Argentina, University of California, Berkeley, USA, and Victoria University of Wellington, New Zealand.
Okay, great. So, and again, can I just say the quality of the applications was extraordinary. And the thing on this category, just to note, was that I think the leaders that were involved in setting these programs up were just doing truly extraordinary things above and beyond what they're expected to do. and they're using the university as a platform to really reach out deeply into the community to do some truly extraordinary work. So if we could have more time, Fiona, it would be really good to celebrate some of the leadership from the young people on this, but sadly we don't have it. So what I would like to do is to present the Student Engagement Award to welcome Georges Malamoud from the l'Agence Universitaire de la Francophonie, and apologise for my terrible English pronunciation, but if you could join us, that'd be fantastic.
Pour présenter la catégorie implication des étudiants, merci d'accueillir Georges Malamoud de l'Agence universitaire de la francophonie.
Thank you. Oh là là. Students are the most important part of university. Que serait une université sans étudiants? Mais, okay, I will say that in English. Okay. Camera ready? Okay. Good. So, the judge have awarded 3 highly commended. The first goes to Glasgow Kelvin College, UK. Stephanie? Yep. You are not from Glasgow, but as they can be.
On behalf of Glasgow, thank you.
Thank you. Photo.
Oh, photo.
The next High Commended Award goes to Chiba University Student Committee for Environmental Management Systems, Japan. So, Maki, Ikegami, they cannot be with us, but
I'm from Hokkaido University,
okay.
different part of Japan.
Congratulations to them through you. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, wrong side. Sorry.
Thank you.
Congratulations to them. The final highly commended award goes to Universidad Nacional de Jujuy, Argentina. No luck. They cannot be with us. So Rajika, okay, Bandan. You will be. Thank you.
I didn't travel very far, just within the building.
Thank you anyway.
Thank you.
Okay, now it's time for the winner of the Student Engagement International Green Gun Awards goes to JNJ University, Uganda. Congratulations.
Okay. I have to shake hands as well.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Congratulations.
Seamless transition. So thank you, Georges, for doing that. I think, Fiona, now that we have a video just to showcase what and how do we pronounce this university? We had many discussions about how to pronounce Ndege. So how do you do, just for my benefit, Ndege. Ndege. I think what we're about to see is fantastic, and I know, Fiona, we don't have time for this, but I would like to see if we can just have 2 minutes after the video just to hear from Ndege University, if that's okay. this man's come all the way from Uganda to collect the award. Fiona has allowed me to give him 1 minute just to say a few words. So if you wouldn't mind, just 1 minute just to say a few words.
Thank you very much. It's very, very surprising. Although actually the efforts that we put into innovation was big, but we couldn't imagine that it could reach this very far. I want to thank you very much for the encouragement and for organizing this event. I'm very happy and I'm going to celebrate with my people and the whole world about the innovations. Thank you very much.
Okay, so congratulations to Deji University. It's fantastic, and the amount that you were doing is just truly extraordinary. It kind of broke everything else that we'd seen from other people. So now we're going to move on to our final category, which is Sustainability Institution of the Year, and we have 7 finalists. Aurélien, if you don't mind.
Félicitations à l'université de Ndenge. Nous allons maintenant passer à la dernière catégorie qui est l'établissement responsable de l'année pour laquelle nous avons 7 finalistes.
Great, thanks Aurélien. So now we have the following 7 finalists. The first from Mexico is Benemérita Universidad Autónoma de Puebla. The second is Hokkaido University of Japan. The third is ISA in Lille. The fourth is McGill University from Canada. The next one we have is RMIT University from Australia. Then we have the Universidad EAFIT from Colombia. And finally, from Scotland, we have the University of Edinburgh. To present the Sustainability Institution of the Year Award, please welcome Professor Ponchai Monkovanavit from the President of Siam University, who will be representing the IAU for this award. Thank you.
On behalf of IAU, I'm delighted to announce the result of the Institution of the Year for Green Cow. And the judges have awarded 3 highly commended. The first goes to ISA Lille in France. Please join me on the stage. Congratulations. And the next highly commended award go to RMIT University in Australia. So please join me. And then the final highly commended award goes to University of Edinburgh in UK. Unfortunately, they cannot be with us tonight. So Rhonda Lenton from the ACU will accept their award on their behalf. Please. So, award for our alliance. And the last one, the winner of the Sustainability Institution of the Year, International Green Cow Award, goes to a university in North America. McGill University, Canada. So please join me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Professor. So now we'll watch a short video from McGill University about their winning entry.
One of the long-term targets set in McGill's Climate and Sustainability Action Plan is achieving carbon neutrality by 2040. Since McGill is the size of a small town with over 300 buildings that we own or lease and a population of about 50,000, it really requires the work of a lot of units, faculty, staff, students on our campus to get us there.
So we work really closely with the university leadership to set up ambitious yet realistic goals to really position McGill as a leader in sustainability among our peers.
McGill's vision of sustainability includes not just green elements, but also social sustainability. For a campus to be sustainable, it has to first and foremost be a place which is safe and welcoming for all.
From a student perspective, McGill has 4 undergraduate programs with sustainability as a focus and more than 90 graduate programs. Students themselves have organised around a number of different issues, including a research and sustainability network and the Sustainability Research Symposium.
Okay. Congratulations, McGill. I think that was thoroughly deserved. So now for a few final words. And the first is just to say congratulations to the winners. You deserved your victory, but also many thanks to the 600 people and institutions that applied for these awards. I think the scope and the scale, the reach, means that I think virtually every continent and many of the countries put in bids to win the awards this year. These videos and the case studies from this year's finalists and past finalists are all available on the Sustainability Exchange, and the winner's brochure is available online on the website, which I'm sure Fiona will direct us to. What we want to do is not just to celebrate those that have received awards tonight, but to encourage all of us to think about our own footprint and how we can live more sustainability in academia, but also as students on campus as well. The spirit of the awards is to go above and beyond what's expected. The Green Gown Awards are not only to celebrate achievement, but to share the learning globally and to help all networks and universities to become sustainability leaders. So we encourage every and each one of you to think about applying for the awards for next year. For those that narrowly missed out, try again. The awards offer a great opportunity to promote your sustainability best practice, to get greater support from others within the institution, and get the reception and the recognition that your universities and institutions truly deserve. Thank you, Aurélien, for my partner in crime on the panel. And also many thanks to Fiona for all the hard work of organising this as well. I think all of us that had the privilege of judging this will take away a lot of great insights, case studies, and ideas about what we can do next. And I think what we will look to do is see how we can aggregate some of the best practice and share that far and wide. So thank you for being a great audience, for clapping when asked, for laughing when obliged to, and also for all of the finalists for being here tonight and everyone who stepped into the shoes to receive the awards. I'm sure that those that weren't able to make it will be appreciative for you for being able to do that. So I think that's it from me. I think one thing to note is that this award ceremony is run on just the love and fresh air for those that support it, and the hard work and tenacity for those that run the awards, such as Fiona and others at the Green Gown. So I think this is the start of a plan to grow this. So if people want to help the Green Gowns to take it to the next level, the door is wide open and Fiona is over there. So feel free to go and approach her with ideas. And I also think I'd like to say many thanks to our very generous hosts of IIE for putting us up in this institution. So that's it from me, and Aurélien will do the honours in French. And thank you.
Félicitations à tous les lauréats de ces International Green Gone Awards. Les vidéos représentent plus de 600 établissements qui ont candidaté à ce prix et l'ensemble sera disponible en ligne sur le site Sustainability Exchange. Les brochures des lauréats seront également disponibles sur notre site web et nous vous encouragerons tous à promouvoir ces bonnes pratiques en matière de développement durable à l'intérieur de vos campus et aussi à l'extérieur de vos campus. Les Green Gone Awards ne visent pas seulement à célébrer les réussites, mais également à partager les connaissances acquises au niveau mondial et aider toutes les universités et tous les établissements d'enseignement supérieur à devenir des leaders en matière de développement durable. J'encourage chacun d'entre vous à proposer une candidature pour la prochaine édition des Green Gone Awards en 2020. Et merci à Sam, qui a été mon partenaire pour la présentation de cette soirée, et au travail fabuleux effectué par Fiona pour organiser cette catégorie. Merci à vous d'avoir été un public formidable et d'avoir applaudi quand il fallait, d'avoir ri quand il fallait également. Et merci à notre hôte, IIE, pour cet accueil très chaleureux. Je vous remercie et je vous souhaite une bonne soirée.